Welcome back, students and others. In this video, let's look at this question: how to search by genre in the enTenTen corpus in SketchEngine. There are actually like 5 corpora called enTenTen with a different year. So the first thing you got to do, right, let's go to SketchEngine.eu, one word, and you're going to log in however you log in, meaning if you have an institutional license, you can log in with your institutional license, or if you have a 30-day trial or whatever you're doing to use SketchEngine. First thing we need to do at the top of our screen is change to enTenTen. If you just type in enTenTen, it'll bring up the list of corpora that have enTenTen in the name. The very top one there, at least for me, the top one is 2021, the most recent enTenTen corpus. I'll just click on that. So I'm looking at enTenTen 21. There it is. It says so at the top of the screen. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there it is, enTenTen 21 right there. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit to make it easier to work with. Okay, so to search by genre, let's just go to concordance, to the concordance tool. So the second column of buttons right there, second one down, concordance. If it's not in that position, look for concordance and click on it. Awesome. It will probably default to the basic search tab. There are 3 tabs across the top, right? Basic, advanced, and learn. Let's click on the second one, advanced, right there. And then if we click on cool, or not click on, but if we type cool in the simple search there. By the way, right, we could use all these different search types: lemma, phrase, word, character, or the corpus query language. We could do so, but for this demo, I'll just use the simple tool. Now, there's a couple ways you could do this. Down at the bottom left of my screen, you can see, let me zoom in quite a bit so you can see it very well. There's a subcorpus drop down here. Like it says, the search can be performed on the whole corpus or on the subcorpus selected here. So if you click on that, you can select one of these subcorpora, for example, blog or discussion or fiction, legal, etc. Or you could just leave it to all, meaning the whole corpus, and then come down farther to text type. Right there it says text type. It says text types limit the search to only some text in the corpus. Text types may not be present in every corpus. Okay. So let's come down here and click on that. Let me zoom out a bit so it probably looks like what you're seeing. Probably got 2 columns of buttons here. And this is where you can specify genre down here at the bottom left as well. So down at the bottom left of my screen, I can click on, say, blog and fiction. Let's say I want to have blog and fiction. This is what I want to search for, maybe legal. I can add the number of genre that I want right there. And then at the bottom right of my screen, there's a red go button. See, it says go. So I'll click go. And then it's going to create some concordance lines for me. There are quite a few hits, quite a few concordances. There's almost 400,000 hits right there, top left of my screen. Sorry, let me zoom in, zoom out. It's kind of hard to navigate when it's so far zoomed in, but there we go. And then if I want to say shuffle, let's take a shuffle. Let's shuffle the lines there. And it did a little shuffle of the lines. And the next thing I want to do is come up to the fourth from left option or icon above the concordance lines. It looks like a little human eye right there. It says view options. And you click on view options, and it brings up this little drop down thing. And if we go to the line details over here on the far right, well, for me it's far right, but it may be down at the bottom for you, but look for line details with a little gear icon. Click on that. And this is where we can specify what we want to have included in the concordance line. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I already did this previously, and so it has these things for me already selected. If these were not selected, it would probably just be, what would it probably be? It would probably just be the domain. Not totally sure. Domain distance, no. I'm not totally sure what would be selected by default here, but we want to have genre in there. So I'm going to click genre. We want to, I'd probably get the crawl date personally. Probably get the source. Well, we know it's coming from Web 21. That's fine. Anyway, you can select what you want here. Maybe the URL for good measure. And then at the bottom right of my screen, it says save, a green button or a red button, save. I'll click save. And then I'll click save again down there. And then what has happened is it's put that metadata, that information I just selected on those check boxes up here, right there. So you can see it says fiction and the date and then the URL where this comes from. So it has those metadata pieces of information there. Good. So you can see that this first one's fiction. The next one down, if I can get, next one is also fiction. Third one down is fiction. Let me stop doing that because it's going to keep. And then we have blog, news, etc. So because I shuffle the lines, they're all jumbled up now. If you had not shuffled the lines, it would probably just be like fiction all as one block and then news is all as one block. So anyway, I shuffled them up and good. And I have a shuffled up version across 3 genres, fiction, news, and blog. Maybe I put legal in there. Can't remember at this point. But at this point, what you could do is you could download this. So the second from left icon above the concordance lines looks like a down arrow, right? It's a download icon. So I'll click on that. Just for this demo, I'll just download 10 lines just for fun, for this demo. If you're doing a real paper, you probably want to download many more than 10. And then there are 4 options on the right-hand side. You can download as a TXT, a CSV, Excel file, or XML. I'll just download as a CSV, that second option, CSV file, comma separated values file. I'll just put it to my hard drive for the moment, and then I'll open it up in a spreadsheet software. Let me pull that software to this window. Okay, let me zoom in a bit here. So the first column, like I mentioned when we saw it over at the website, has this metadata information. Well, the first 5 rows are information about the corpus itself, like the query. What was the query that you used? It lists it right there on line 4. Has other information here. Corpus size gives you the number of tokens in the corpus, so almost 400,000, 389,000 something tokens in the 3 genre that I specified in enTenTen 21. Okay, no subcorpus. I just used the genre filter. So anyway, starting with row 6 on my spreadsheet down to 15, 10 rows, I have the actual concordance lines. Right, if I wanted to, I could pull these, make this a little bit more user-friendly for looking at. But the point I want to get across here is on row 6, we have fiction, and then we have the date, then the URL where it came from. Row 7, fiction. Row 8, fiction. Row 9, blog. Row 11, news, etc. So there you go. That's how you can get, you can search by genre, several genre if you want, and then save it out to your hard drive as a CSV file, put it into a spreadsheet software of your choice, and then do manual coding. If you want to do some manual annotations here at this point, you could do so, and you have the genre noted right there. Okay, so that is what I want to show you in this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.